Well, some great news. State Route 120 West, that's Tioga Pass, is now fully open. Now, we've been talking about how they were trying to get the road open to the East Gate at Yosemite, did that. And as of today, Caltrans, other agencies work together, and State Route 120 West, Tioga Pass, is now open through Yosemite National Park. Now, obviously, this is great news for the upcoming Memorial Day weekend, but be advised, no services or campgrounds are open just yet. It's just a good way to get to the other side of the state. Check with the Yosemite National Park website for the latest updated information. And speaking of the Memorial Day weekend, two great events in the Eastern Sierra. The Mammoth Lakes Film Festival. Have an interview with Shira DeBrovner coming up here in just a moment. Let's talk about the Mule Day celebration taking place in Bishop, as always, Memorial Day weekend. Bishop Mule Days press release notes will present a variety of events at the Tri-County Fairgrounds featuring music, dinners, and dancing, and yes, some mule activity also. I put that last part in myself. The opening night supper is Wednesday, May 25th, 6 p.m. Charles Brown Auditorium at the Tri-County Fairgrounds. Hey, $35 per guest. Mule Days is proud to bring Michael Martin Murphy to the Tri-County Fairgrounds for the Thursday night concert. That's May 26th. Concert 7:30 p.m. Charles Brown Auditorium. The afternoon barbecue held on Friday, May 27th at the Charles Brown Auditorium at 4 p.m. Hey, Playhouse 395 will be performing Singing Throughout the West, or Singing Through the West, with a compilation of country and cowboy classics. Adults $20, children 8 and under just $10. Saturday night dance, May 28th. Charles Brown Auditorium, 8:30 p.m. J.D. Priest will be returning to play some good old folk country music, just $10 per person. Also, the ever-popular Percheron Thunder will be in all 5 shows at the main arena. I like to call it the Mike Booth Memorial Arena, and they will also be in the Saturday morning parade. Great tradition in Bishop. Also, the 20 Mule team, driven by Bobby Tanner, will display the incredible athleticism and skill in the Mule Days arena, as well as the Saturday parade. Also, you can meet and greet with the mules and teamsters at the end of the Sunday afternoon show. All tickets can be purchased at, and more information is available at muledays.org, or give the great folks at the Mule Days office a call at 760-872-4263. We'll have more on Mule Days next week, but we have posted the full press releases on sierrawave.net. Also want to note that the American Mule Museum kickoff party and fundraiser, now that is set for May 27th. That'll start at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, go until 6 at the lovely Cervante Villa. That's at 187 East Line Street in Bishop. Going to have some delicious Western appetizers served along with libations, including the signature Sierra Mule drink. Enjoy some great music by our local fiddlin' Pete Waltercott. Now, tickets are $25 each, available at the Bishop Area Chamber of Commerce and at the American Mule Museum website, which is mulemuseum.org. And Shira DeBrovner is attending to the details of next week's Mammoth Lakes Film Festival. She did find time to talk with Sierra Wave Media's Rob Gill.
Rob G with you here on Sierra Wave Radio, doing this thing we call the guest room, where I have people from around the Eastern Sierra come to the guest room over at my place, and we talk about what's going on here in the Eastern Sierra. And you all know what's coming up in Mammoth Lakes, the Mammoth Lakes Film Festival, happening May 25th through the 29th. The second annual Mammoth Lakes Film Festival is sure to be a hoot. And here in the guest room today, we have Shira DeBrovner, who is the festival organizer, and we are so lucky to have her here. Shira, thank you for joining us here in the guest room.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. So Shira, how has this festival grown in its second year?
Well, a few things that happened was we got voted by Movie Maker Magazine as one of the top 50 film festivals worth your entry fee, and that's a really huge thing for after our first year. We have a great lineup. We're also putting in an award ceremony, which is called the Sierra Spirit Award, and we're going to be giving that award to Joe Dante. So we're bringing in a pretty big director to the festival, and actor Robert Picardo, who's worked with him. He was on Star Trek Trek Voyager. He was also in Gremlins and Inner Space. We're going to be screening Inner Space with him, and then we'll be giving the award, and Robert will be giving that award to him that night, presenting it to him. So we're definitely upping the people that are coming, and we have some great films. We had a film last year that was nominated for an Academy Award, and I think I know which one will get nominated this year for an Academy Award.
Okay. So on that note, what types of films can people expect by coming to the Mammoth Lakes Film Festival, and how did you come across these films?
Well, we are definitely an independent film festival, and I have a programmer who works programming for Slam Dance and LA Film Festival, and he's knee deep in the film festival world, in the independent film festival world, and so we put out for submissions, and he watches a lot of films over the year. I think this year he watched over 1,200 films this year alone.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's amazing. I don't know how he does it. And we pick from that about 50 to, this year we have about 60 to 65 films, because we're doing a Saturday morning indie cartoons block for kids.
Oh.
And so they're all like really short animated cartoons for kids, and they're very family friendly. And so it comes to about 60 to 65 films, and we pick them through submissions, and there's some that we do obtain through finding them through other festivals and obtaining them that way. So
okay, so you mentioned that you know one film that might be nominated for Academy Award. So on that note, are there any films that you're really looking forward to for this festival? Any films that you just have to get out, like, oh, go get your tickets now for this one because it's going to sell out?
Yeah, we have a bunch actually. So we have our 4 Spotlight Gala events, and that's Wednesday night opening night, Friday night, Saturday night, and our Sunday night closing night. And all those films are truly amazing. So our opening night film is Operation Avalanche, and that is a narrative film, and it's not really a mockumentary, but it's a film that's like created in the 60s, that if this moon landing was a conspiracy theory, this is how it would go down.
Okay.
And these guys are brilliant filmmakers. They are definitely filmmakers that you're going to be keeping an eye out for, because they will be famous in, I say, 5 years down the line. Their film got picked up by Lionsgate. It's a very funny film. They recreate the 60s in this great imaginative way. They use a lot of techniques that they did in Forrest Gump. They have a great car chase scene at the end. It's going to be a hoot, and that one's selling really fast. We're already almost halfway full on that opening night film. So if people want to go see that, they should get their tickets right away. Then we have Beware the Slender Man, which is a documentary that was picked up by HBO, and it's about that case that was about 3 years ago. Those 2 young girls are about 12 or 13, and they believed in this internet urban legend of the Slender Man.
Yeah, I remember this.
And yeah, it was crazy, and they tried to stab and kill their friend. Well, she survived, thank God. But this film goes down the rabbit hole and really digs deep, interviews their families, interviews a lot of people that are involved in that whole case, and it's just an amazing documentary. And then the next night on Saturday we have the Inner Space screening, and then we're going to give the award to Joe Dante, and Robert Picardo from Star Trek Voyager will be there. And then our closing night film, which is called Sunita, is definitely a must-see also. It's about this young girl. She's from Afghanistan, and her dream is to be a rapper. She wants to be a famous rapper, and her ideal parents is Rihanna and Michael Jackson. She's amazing. She's so inspirational. And the wild thing is she's escaped to Iran and living in Iran, and her parents and the rest of her family has gone back to Afghanistan. But her mom wants her brother to get married. He needs $9,000, and she knows she can get $9,000 to $12,000 for Sunita, and she wants Sunita to come back to Afghanistan. And the whole thing is so crazy and inspirational. Sunita is an amazing young girl, and she's just as inspirational as Malala. I Am Malala from that book. And I think that every mother and daughter should go see that film, and that's closing night, and that's filling up really fast too. So our spotlight picks are amazing, and then we have a whole slew of other films throughout the whole schedule. That
and from all over the world too.
All over the world. We have 2 from Iran. We have a Polish film that is a wild ride. Like if you like Brazil, Terry Gilliam's Brazil, you'll love that film. They're from all over and really high quality, really high quality.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to this event. So if people want more information about this, where should they go?
Well, they can go to the website, which is MammothLakesFilmFestival.com, and it's pretty easy to navigate through that website. On the front page, so you can see the film lineup, or you can buy tickets, or you can always give us a call if you need help at 760-934-6592.
And I know it's not always easy to put something like this on, especially by yourself. So I know you have partners in this event, and sponsors. So do you have a shout out for any of those sponsors?
Oh, we've had such great sponsors this year. Sierra Nevada Resort is housing a lot of our jurors. This Southgate Waite Student Apartments is housing all our filmmakers. We have Red Digital Cinema that's giving away a really great camera. We have Panavision giving away a $10,000 camera grant to the winning narrative. Light Iron is giving away a $10,000 post-production package.
Wow.
Cineverse is getting us all the equipment for the projectors because we need really high-powered projectors for this event. And we got Blue Moon back, Eberly Winery, GoPro, the ski area is helping us out. Of course, Measure U helped us out with the town, and Mono County has been a huge help. So we have a lot of people, and there's many more, and if I've forgotten to mention anybody...
Well, I know Sierra Wave Media is very
Yes.
happy to be sponsoring this event and partnering up with you guys on it, and I'm very excited to see all of these films. So, besides the films, what else can people expect by coming to and partaking in this event?
Well, you know, we definitely have this amazing landscape here, and I think it's just a really wonderful place to have an independent film festival. We're bringing these true artists to the area, and they get so inspired while they're here. So it's an intimate festival where you can really hobnob with the artists, and it's no pressure. It's not a Hollywood glitzy type of festival. It's really down to earth and a lot of fun, and everybody leaves inspired and just with a really good feeling after they've gone to the festival.
Great. So what's that website one more time for people to get these tickets before they all sell out?
So it's MammothLakesFilmFestival.com, and they can always give me a call at 760-934-6592.
Shira, thank you so much for joining us in the guest room to talk about the second annual Mammoth Lakes Film Festival happening May 25th through the 29th in Mammoth Lakes with screenings all over town. Real quick, some of these venues, what are the venues for this show?
Yeah, so we have opening night will be at Minaret Cinemas. We have a lot of screenings at the Edison Theater and the U.S. Forest Service, and we're doing one special screening of Saturn Returns, which a lot of people might remember was filmed in Mammoth and all around Mammoth, and we're doing that at the Monologue Visitor Center in Lee Vining. So we're really excited about that.
Okay, so remember, folks, to get all that info, go to MammothLakesFilmFestival.com. Shira, thank you so much for joining us in the guest room, and we'll see you at the festival.
Thank you.
All right, great stuff. We'll be back with a weather report.